Now I'm going to throw it over to Rachel. Rachel, how are you finding this evening so far? And look at our amazing awardees.
Yes, how's everybody doing? I just want to congratulate everybody again. And just to recap our winners highlight, we have the Community Service Awards, Tita Perla Javate from Winnipeg, Manitoba. The Senior Achievement Award is Dr. Josephine Pallard. The most influential community organization is FILCASA from Brampton, Ontario. And the Magagawang Pilipino Award is John Keith Leo Indigo Simba from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Josephine because I loved everything you said about how we're not doing all these things, contributing to our community for the sake of getting awards. And it's really nice to hear that. But at the same time, when we recognize our kababayans, it really inspires so many others to believe that they can do what you guys can do. And I'm just really thankful that you guys are here. And one of the things that I think that makes this community service award, this whole awarding system is a little bit more special this year is because we just went through and there's still a pandemic. I don't think we're just over the hump yet, but you guys still continue to persevere. So to all the winners here, tell us a little bit about how you guys push through and your resilience throughout this time. Let's start with Tita Perla.
Heritage Council of Manitoba as its president, and also I'm working as co-chair, or I'm serving as co-chair of the Ethnic Cultural Council of Manitoba. So during the pandemic, we did all we can to reach out to all the people that needed help in understanding, first of all, the protocols, because all the protocols came out in English. And for a lot of newcomers, Filipinos and even non-Filipinos who are newcomers, all these protocols went over their heads. Right. So we made sure we mobilized all the communities so that translations and interpretations were done right away, even without funding. So it's mobilizing the community. And from that time on, the efforts to encourage people to get vaccinated and also providing programs for seniors and women who were practically isolated because of the pandemic, so that at least we can provide some sort of an inspirational moment with them through programs that are engaging and can bring laughter to the homes. We even, with the Ethnic Cultural Council, we even managed to get to have a Stronger Together dinner in a virtual way. You can imagine, we had to distribute the food first and then have the virtual gathering after. So we
basically learned how to pivot, right, Tita Perla? But thank you for leading that and taking the initiative. Congratulations again. Why don't we turn over to Dr. Josephine Pallard? Again, congratulations. What are your thoughts and how did you push through despite the pandemic?
Wow, that's really a very challenging question, because the first thing that you really have to do is, oh my gosh, it's going to be very depressing and stressful. So how are you going to help your own Filipino people, especially our seniors? Okay, number one, there's a time when they will not even be able to really connect with their grandchildren back home for the reason that they're not really tech savvy, just like me. All I am doing right now is really talking to you. It's because I'm being helped by somebody else that really knows more. So the first thing that we did was to really help our seniors try to really get involved with technology through Facebook and Instagram and Messenger. And of course, the first thing is try to text them back if they call you or if they give you a message. Another thing that we did was really to help those that are more marginalized and really vulnerable. And these are many of our women that are family and domestic abused. So difficult, especially if you are in a country that's so different from the country of origin. So all of these things that you really have to work on. And the third one that we really try to work together is the intergenerational breeding of people. Lola at Apo. very important way of connecting to make our community grow and really become what you would call the tree of life here in Canada. So if we are able to achieve all these things, that really help. And as I said, you don't need to really share all your talents and everything, but try to push people with talents in order to be able to really have everything that way. And I'm so grateful for all the Filipinos here in Edmonton that are very supportive. And thank you again.
Congratulations again, Dr. Pallard, for Senior Achievement Award. Let's turn it over to Daniela Salcedo, representing FILCASA, most influential community organization. How are you doing and how do you feel and how did you guys push through? I know you guys do your annual Super Skills and you hosted some coffee fireside chat. Tell us more about that.
Thank you so much, Rachel. And yeah, like as you mentioned, we were able to successfully host these events despite that ambiguous transition from the in-person setting. And now we just had to completely switch to online. And on top of that, everybody has been experiencing the pandemic for the past almost 2 years now. But I think what helped us the most is just the community spirit from all across Canada. I've never seen such a strong, solid support from so many different people, from different schools, from our partners, from our sponsors. And that's definitely what pushed us through. And that's what inspired us to keep doing what we did in the past year. And we're really nervous too about hosting the annual Super Skills because obviously we didn't want to disappoint, but alas, we were fortunately able to host it and it was a great success and we were able to have everyone on board. And the next year we'll actually have our 25th annual Super Skills. So it's going to be a big one and we're really looking forward to that.
And you know, it's always fun. I love it. So again, congratulations to all our winners. And you know, before I turn it over to our main MCs on stage, if you are loving what you're seeing, drop your comments on Facebook Live or YouTube, share it, and talk about GBA. Back to Noah and Anne.